Yo, what's going on, guys? This is No Pick and Play coming to you again for a pretty significant update. And as you can see on my screen, the update is about trading. Trading is finally here. It dropped East Coast time, 8 p.m. on the 28th, and it's available. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty smooth. There's some things I have to figure out. Some things are kind of clunky, but overall, this is a very smooth drop for trading. Let's just get into it. Trading is in the social hub. It's the middle icon. You just click on that. You'll see trade on the right. You get in there. And yeah, this is it. It's a pretty simple page. It's straightforward, straight to the point, and explains the rules to you pretty easily. But I did all the reading for you. So let's just get into how to trade. You have to have friends. That's the first thing. You can only trade with friends. You cannot put a random request up. Hey, I need a crown rare Charizard. No, don't work like that. You got to hit trade, and it'll take you straight to your friends list. So this is the only option you have currently. And I can choose. Let's choose somebody that doesn't play, so they don't take my card. So you trade, and you have your whole deck list from, remember, 1 diamond to 4 diamond. Rarity cards, and then 1-star cards as well are available for trading. And so it'll show all that, and from top to bottom, just like in the regular deck viewer, you have your grass type at the top, and it goes down from there to normal types and items, and then of course art cards. But it also shows you cards you can't trade, which is, which makes sense. But I think it goes by expansion pack, because at the top, all the cards from here on up are Genetic Apex and further, and now this is Mythical Island. So it orders it by pack type. And so you click one of the cards you want to trade. Let's just go, I got 12 Pidgeotos, who cares? You can only do one at a time as well. So whatever card you choose, that's the one that's gonna go up for trade. And so second thing, as you can see here, some of these cards I click, it shows me a check mark. It costs 0 trading points to trade. Now when you go past, it seems like Diamond 3 and up cost a certain amount to trade. So for example, Drudagon, he's worth 2 diamond, that's his rarity. You can click him, easy work. Oh yeah, Tauros, not an EX, but is worth 3 diamonds, that's the rarity. It needs points to be traded. So Diamond 1 and Diamond 2 cards can be traded for free. There's no restriction except for the stamina. We'll get to that. But yeah, they cost nothing to trade. Diamond 3 and up cost a specific amount of trading points to actually get traded. Items are fair game. Items can be traded for free. Trainers can be traded for free. Choose Pidgeotto. Hit OK. And once you hit OK, it'll show you the card that you're about to offer up. It'll show the person that you're trading to, your trade partner, right above the card. And up here, you can see the trade points. I have 0, but it doesn't cost anything, so it doesn't matter. And here I have trade stamina. And now, just like the Wonder Pick hourglasses, they take time to regenerate. So based on what I'm seeing now, my math could be a little off, but I think it's accurate. It takes it does take 24 hours to recover 1 circle or 1 trade stamina completely. And so if you use all 5, you gotta wait 5 days for your recovery to fully recover, for your stamina to fully come back to trade 1 card again. Now, you see there's an amount here on the bottom left. This might increase depending on the type of card you're trying to trade. And so I can't try it right now because I have no trade points and it won't let me choose it. But I'm sure if you choose a 1-star card, this number's going to increase and this number's going to increase as well. So just be aware of that. Then you hit OK, and it lets you know, do you want this? Do you want to set this as your card to be traded? Notes, if a trade agreement is reached, the card will not be returned. If a trade agreement is not reached, you will recover the trade stamina you consumed and the cards and items will be returned. So if you offer this card, right, and the person declines it, you'll get your stamina and your trade points refunded. That's what it seems like it's saying. But if they accept this trade that you offer to them, you cannot go back. So please, all the gullibles, all the little kids, all right, let's just be real. All the easily trusting people, do not trust any. They have the system in place for you. Do not trust anybody to trade after you give them something. Do not trust them to give you something back if they're not giving it at the same time. Please don't get your lunch money taken from you. Just go with the system. The system is made very simply and cleanly. Just trade regular and you'll be fine. All right. The new expansion is about to come out. Don't lose your good cards to a scammer. All right. So when you actually hit OK for the trade, it'll tell you you have offered the card to your trade partner. While it is being offered, it will not be displayed in my cards and you will not be able to use it. So, I mean, they don't let you trade anyway unless you have at least 2 of that same type. If you put it up for trade, it won't be available for you to use, I guess, in battle. And it won't even show up in your cards as yours because it's up for trade. So just be aware of that. If you need it, don't trade it, obviously. But yeah, you put it up and you just wait for a response. You sit back and wait. And once your online friend accepts or declines the offer, you'll get a notification showing you, what the conclusion was. But actually, either leaving the trade hub and coming back or just hitting refresh will let you know if they accepted or declined your offer. But you hit trade info, it shows you what expansion pack your card is. It shows you how many you have. It shows how many and what language you have this specific card. And so it gives you a pretty good summary of what you're giving up. And you always have the option to terminate the trade if you change your mind. But there is a timer on these trades, which makes sense. You don't want the service to crash from too many cards being up for trade. So after 2 days, this expires and the trade is no longer available to tie in this case. And you can only trade 1 card at a time. You cannot send out 1,000 trades or 5 trades at once, use up all your stamina quickly to try and get cards. You have to just be patient. It's really just about patience. You be patient, get what you need 1 at a time, see who accepts it, and then you keep it pushing. I like this trade system. It's balanced. It's fair. It protects those who are more vulnerable. Is what the name says, trading, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So one thing I noticed when you are in the trade tab with no trades going on for some reason, because when I had that trade up, the settings option was gone. But if you go to settings, it just gives you a little note saying, do you want to stop receiving trade offers, which is an option you can turn on. It tells you how to do it. It tells you where the setting is, and you hit OK, and it turns off trade requests. So nobody can request any cards from you or offer you any cards if you have this turned on. But for some reason, when you click the settings button again, you can't turn it off from here. It'll just let you know that it's on and tell you where to go to turn it off. So you have to exit from here, go to your menu, go to settings in the menu, and when you scroll down some, boom, right here, suspend trade offers. I have it turned on. I don't want that. So yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to use that early on. But if you, for some reason, you want to stop receiving trade requests because you're just a whale and all your guppy friends are trying to mooch off you, then you have that option to turn it off, which is good. More options are usually better, right? And so the last thing I want to show you is the last thing I figured out about trading. Maybe I missed something, you know, it'll come out eventually if I did. But the way to get trade points, because you can't buy trade points. And when you click on it, it says, it lets you know what trade tokens you own, which in my case is 0. And it lets you know on the bottom, trade tokens can be acquired through obtain items in my cards. Trade tokens are required to trade high rarity cards. So it lets you know right here how to get your trade tokens. You have to go discard some extra cards that you have. And also it tells me in the middle, rarity level you can currently trade at. So apparently I can only trade 2 diamond cards or diamond 2 cards. And I guess I have to build up a trading reputation for these smaller rarity cards to end up trading bigger. And so I'm not really too sure about that decision. I'm not exactly sure why they would go that route or what the purpose is for restricting people by levels, but I mean, I guess we'll see how it goes. Yes, when you come to trading, I'll just choose Venusaur EX, for example, and I go to obtain items. It shows you here. So this is not just Flare anymore. This is Flare and your trade token trade location. And so I can't trade my Venusaur EX because I only have 2. But if I could, it would give me 125 trade tokens, which seems cheap in reference to how expensive and how valuable EXs are. You only get 125 trading points. However, perhaps the trading points, you don't need a lot of trading points to trade most cards. So maybe for the EXs, it's a little bit above 125. We don't know yet, or at least I don't know yet. But yeah, for example, a Crown Rare, if I can get there, my Crown Rare Pikachu is worth 1,500 trade points. And we know how super rare Crown Rares are, generally speaking. And so even this number kind of, I don't know, it confuses me on the value of trade points or what the value of trade points are, because if Crown Rares are 1,500 trade points, but then a regular EX is only worth 125, where's the scaling? Like I just lost it where the scaling is. That's the only issue I would have with this trade system right now. But outside of that, everything else seems pretty streamlined, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, simply designed, safely designed. So I can appreciate the system. Hopefully it gets better from here. And yeah, we'll figure out more things as we go on using the system. So that's that. Are you excited for trading? Trading is finally here. We don't have to struggle and suffer under RNG anymore. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like the new trading system? Do you think it needs work? Are you confused by it? Just let me know what you guys are thinking. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know we can play on everything on Twitch, Instagram, Kick, and I stream most days. So most days I will be playing, especially now, I will be playing PokemonTCGPocket, and I also play Marvel Snap simultaneously. Come in. It's a chill vibe. We got good music, good vibes. I do viewer battles. Let's get it. I'm super excited for this next expansion. I'll see you in the next one.